Okay, so I was fortunate enough tonight to have one of my amazing students who's very passionate about journalism coordinate with Kelly Brennan, who is a former WTAE Action News reporter and current social media influencer and lifestyle blogger, to come and speak to a combination of PR, integrated marketing, and broadcast students about her experience in broadcasting, but more so in writing, and how imperative soft skills are, how imperative good writing skills are across any industry. So we're hoping tonight for the students to get kind of an inside look of what you can do with a journalism degree. You don't necessarily have to be a journalist. You can kind of take that skill set and morph it into whatever you want to do.
Hi, I am Kelly Brennan, and I am a blogger slash social media influencer. So right now I have a lifestyle and motherhood blog, and from that blog I get a lot of partnerships and campaigns with companies and products that I believe in and that I trust. So that side of it is my income, but on a day-to-day basis I am mainly writing about what's important to me, and a lot of that has to do with being a mom, which is exhausting. Before that, I was a news reporter, and I worked in Pittsburgh for 5 years, and then I was in Huntington, West Virginia before that. So I spent 7 years in the business as a reporter, producer, and a fill-in anchor. So I kind of did a little bit of everything. And I'm here tonight to talk to students who are about to embark on the journey of looking for jobs, and looking for jobs in this communications field. But if you don't know me, my name is Kelly. And I went to school for broadcast journalism. I'm a Pittsburgh girl, born and raised. I went to North Hills High School. Is anybody else from, I know you are from the North Hills area. Anybody else from a North Hills grad at all? That's okay. So I pursued a career in broadcast news, loved it, still love it, but then I transitioned over into this whole role of blogger and influencer, which a year ago I had no idea I could do. I had no idea you could make money from it and turn it into a career. But you know that whole like hashtag boss babe, like that's kind of what I feel like, because I'm just in control of all of my content right now, which for all of those years that I was in storytelling, I didn't really have any control because I worked for somebody else. You know that mom look, my heart smiles, but my face says something different. I hope you can relate. Now here's my history. I was born and raised in Pittsburgh, PA. If you ask me, my second home is in a little town called Athens, Ohio, where I went to school. OU, oh yeah. I met my fantastic, incredible, handsome husband, Kevin. While I was there reporting for the sports department, he was playing on the football team. That's how we met. Journalism took me to West Virginia, New York, North Carolina. Then I landed a job in my hometown. Kevin and I stayed here and raised a family, and this is where we are with our girls. After 7 years in news, I left the business just days before my second daughter was born. I wanted to be home with my children while they were young, and I don't regret my decision to take time off from work to be home with my little ones. And I just linked to an article that had talked about me leaving the business. But as life changed, priorities changed, and during this time, my identity began to shift. I realized I needed a creative outlet, and that's what led me to the blog. On here, I will bring you snippets of my life, parenting, kids, clothing, house recipes, fitness. If it's part of my lifestyle, it is on this page. I will share products and companies I believe in, and I'll showcase the things that make life easier. This is my way of giving other mamas support, a laugh, or just an escape, because let's face it, our kiddos are our world, but it is okay to need a break. Gotta go, I'm hearing my name being called. I interned at the Today Show. That studio is so small, but when you see it on TV, it looks enormous. So that was our studio. That's me in the red. I was about 30 pounds heavier because I just ate way too much pizza. And the studio setup was there for sports and also for news. My main involvement at that time was sports. I worked on a Friday night football show where we went out into southeastern Ohio and we shot highlights for the games. We came back and we turned a live show at 11 o'clock on Friday night.
So I bring speakers into the studio in my classes all the time. But it's very rare that I get to bring someone in that my students can relate so closely to, and so it was really nice having Kelly here talk about our field in communication in such a modernized sense, but at the same time she honed in on traditional journalism and writing and those soft communication skills that are so imperative to any major across any field. So I would have to say that for myself, for Kelly, and for the students, this was probably one of the most valuable speaking engagements I've hosted on campus.
I was really excited to share with everyone kind of my journey from broadcast news over to being a blogger and an influencer, and just share about how I've learned a lot along the way, but the basics are the same for both, and that includes your writing style and storytelling and being able to do it all, producing, shooting, editing, engaging with your audience. It carries over into both spheres that I had worked in. But what I learned from the students today is that there is so much more for me to absorb to kind of keep this business growing on social media. And a lot of that has to do with the generational gap. I feel like I'm engaging with moms who are my age, but I learned today I'm neglecting some of those younger moms in their 20s who may be more active on Snapchat, where I don't have an account. So I learned a lot tonight, I think, and hope just as much that the students did.